The UK government has refused to ban Sharia courts here in this country, and their reason is quite frankly shocking. Hey up everyone and welcome to Political Nerds. I'm Steph the Alter Nerd, your nerdy political guide from Washington DC to Westminster and beyond. In today's video, I'm going to discuss how the UK government has actually refused to ban Sharia courts with an absolutely shocking response. Now, I'm not inciting hatred to anyone, a particular group or religion, etc. I'm just reporting on the news and facts that are out there. So let's jump into it. First and foremost with this. So earlier on today, I released a Political Nerd episode where I discussed how Britain has now been called the Western capital for Sharia law courts, as 85 have opened throughout the UK since 1982. We also then heard in that video from Ayan Hirsi Ali, and I'm absolutely with her on this. Sharia courts should be banned in the UK. But it got me to remembering, I remembered quite a few years ago now, there was an article that was going around the news whereby there was this bill that was going through Parliament to actually ban Sharia courts in the UK. So I was thinking, okay, what actually happened to this? Now, the bill in question was called the Arbitration and Mediation Services Equality Bill. It was a private member's bill, and this was back in around about 2016, 2017, that this bill was submitted to Parliament. It actually started in the House of Lords. Now, what was the result of all of this? What actually happened? Well, if you look at the latest news down here, it says, at the second reading in January 2017, the general debate on all aspects of the bill took place on the 27th of January. Committee stage line-by-line examination of the bill is yet to be scheduled. The 2016-2017 session of Parliament has been prologued, and this bill will make no further progress. And so there was a bill that was submitted to actually ban Sharia courts in the UK, but then the bill got terminated. It didn't go any further. Nothing happened whatsoever. And even more shockingly is the government's response to all of this. The government's refusal to ban Sharia courts. Now, this is dated January 2017. So this was when the Conservative government were in power at this point. And their response is as follows. Many British people of different faiths follow religious codes and practices. And that's absolutely fine, right? Follow whichever religion you want to do. Follow whichever code you want to follow. Not a problem. But when it's trying to, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, replace our British justice system, or in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, trying to displace our British justice system, or, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, trying to undermine our British justice system. Yeah, I'm thinking there's a problem there. Now, the government does not prevent individuals from seeking to regulate their lives through religious beliefs or cultural traditions. Totally agree with the government's stance on that. Absolutely. Totally true. Totally the right thing to do. Nothing in the law prevents people abiding by Sharia principles if they wish, provided their actions do not conflict with the law. If they do conflict, then national law prevails. No. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Sharia courts do conflict with British law. Why? Because Sharia courts are being used outside of the British justice system, outside of the British legal system. That in of itself, wouldn't you think, is a conflict to British law, a conflict to our British justice system? Sharia councils are not courts. But hang on a minute. my understanding of Sharia courts when it comes to the Muslim faith, and forgive me if I'm wrong, please correct me on this if I'm wrong, is that whatever the Sharia court rules, they abide by that. So them turning around and saying Sharia councils are not courts, they're not in any sense part of the legal system in this country, they have no legal power to enforce any decisions they make. They may not have legal power per se, but they do have power nonetheless to enforce any decisions they make through the belief within Islam alone. Any religious council or other body through which people seek to resolve their disputes must operate within the rule of national law. I would go one step further. Of course, it must operate within the rule of national law, but must also be determined within the system that we already have in place of our national law, i.e. within the British justice system. The government understands that there are concerns about Sharia councils. The full independent review into the application of Sharia law in England and Wales, launched by the previous Home Secretary on the 26th of May, will enhance our understanding of any misuse of Sharia law and the extent of any problem where it may exist. Signed, Ministry of Justice. Now, again, let me be very clear on this. Follow whichever religion you want to follow. Follow whichever ethic, code, belief system you want to follow. Not a problem. The UK gives you the freedom to do that. Quite rightly so. The government shouldn't have any say or any interference in that whatsoever. So I'm with you in all of that. What crosses the line for me are the Sharia courts that are acting as a separate identity away from our British justice system. And you see the stories, you see the case studies. These courts are being used by members of the Muslim faith. Okay, fair enough. But the thing is that if anyone within the UK has a legal dispute or a legal issue that needs to be solved, we already have a system in place. It's called the British justice system. That's where you go. We don't need Sharia courts in this country because we already have a system that can take care of all of that. And as I said in my previous video earlier on, if I were to move to a predominantly Muslim country that is ruled by Muslim law, that is ruled by Sharia law, then it stands to reason that I would then abide by Sharia law. And any legal disputes that I may have would go through Sharia courts. Quite rightly so. That's the law of the land. That's how their justice system is set up. Fair enough. My question is this: why is it not the same here in the UK? Why isn't it the same here in the UK? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, then please subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on Political Nerds. Like, share, comment down below. What do you think to the UK government's refusal to ban Sharia courts here in this country? Do you agree with their reason? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, until the next time, you guys, laters.